Hello, everybody. So, I'm going to start one series that is called Python for Cybersecurity Engineers. So, in this series, we'll try to see like how Python help to analyze and the things related to how we can protect it. So many things related to attacks and how it is helpful in cybersecurity. How Python is helpful in cybersecurity. Okay. So this video is just to install how you can install the Python, how you can set up, how you can install the Visual Studio Code, and we'll see one fundamental things like what is variables, and accordingly we'll proceed. Okay, so we'll cover all the things in each session. So we can see. So two things is very important. First one is if you we need to first install Visual Studio Code in your machines, your laptop. So simply we can type download Visual Studio Code and basically this is developed by Microsoft and we can download for the Windows, Linux, Mac. It depends upon your like which platform you are using. So which operating system you are using, which if you have Windows machines or Linux or Mac. So we need to download. I've already downloaded, so I'm not downloading it. So this is the first step. We need to do that. Second thing, guys, we need to install here Pythons. So I've already installed it, but I'm just showing you how you can do that. Uh, uh, Download Python. So we need to click on this, and here is a link for the Windows. If you want for Windows, you can download it. After three that, uh, for example, 3.12 Putin's is fine. So if you see in my machines, I have downloaded 3.12, that is fine. So two things we need to important. Two things it is very, very important to do. First one is to download Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is developed by Microsoft. It is very helpful to write, edit the codes related to Python or other languages also. So I use Visual Studio Code always. And once you download the Python, once you have downloaded the Visual Studio Code, then we can simply, for example, I will highly recommend it to install some extension. It is very helpful uh, to find the errors at the times of writing the code, editing, everything. So first one, I will suggest to uh, install extension inside the Visual Studio Code. For that, we need to come in left side in navigation. Here, if you see extension is there, and we need to size. We need to search here. For example, first we can download install is Pythons. So either one is fine, like Python, Pylon. So I will suggest to this. I've already downloaded it, sorry, install it. So it is showing like uninstall, but I have already done it. So we need to install Python extensions. And second one is we need to do uh, indent rainbow. So this one, it is very helpful if you want to read more about this extension. It is already there, or we can do Google also. So basically, it's helpful for coloring kinds of things. So it is helpful at the times of finding errors while you are writing the codes and all. I've already installed it, so I'm not doing it, but I'm showing you guys because these three extensions I am highly recommended to download. So install it on your Visual Studio Code. Okay. And then third one is uh, Rainbow brackets. So nowadays it is already inbuilt in the Visual Studio Code. So we don't need to do that. But if it is not there, we can simply install it. So three extension is important. There are so many, but the three is fine for doing our Python stuff related to cybersecurity. It's very, very important. Okay. First step, download Visual Studio Code. Second, download Pythons. Third, download extensions on the Visual Studio Code. Now we can create the folder. For example, so let me just uh, so let me read this. So this is the folder I have created. So I'm going to Or best way, for examples, if you want to keep separate folder to practice anything related to uh, Python stuff related to cybersecurity. So I have created one folder here on desktop Python for cybersecurity. We can also create similar, for examples, uh, Python underscore two underscore four cyber. So this is just the name, guys. This is just the name of the folders. You can do anything. It totally depends upon you, like how you can give the name. And then we need to come to the Visual Studio Code. Click on File, Open, Folder, and go on the desktop. And I have created. We can select that. So chance. So this is the folder I have imported here, Python 2 for cybersecurity. And now inside that we can create our file. For examples, I'm putting, everybody know, like if you don't know, that is fine. Once we start learning in our upcoming sessions, we will explain all the things. So this is just the kinds of setup, how we can set up the Visual Studio, Python's extension, everything. One by one, we'll cover all the things in our upcoming sessions. So don't worry about it. Okay. So, for example, we can give any name. Example, if you want to run anything related to Python, at the end we need to mention .py. Okay. So this is the folder we have created on our desktop. We have opened that folder inside the Visual Studio Code, and inside that folder we have created on file example.py. Now we can write our Python code here, and we can run it. So for example, just simple. I just want to print. Um, I'm just want to print here. It's like uh, I'm just trying to put simple word like hello, how are you? How are you? Okay, simply we need to control S. So for example, if you are doing any changes, for example, I'm typing here app. So see here it is white option is showing like white one. Once we save that, that will be gone. So this is a good indication. So it will show if you're making any changes and you forget to save it, it will show here. If it is showing here dot in white means we need to save it because save is still pending. And now we can simply run it. So it is print. So, hello, how are you? So this is just a simple code like hello, how are you? We have printed here. If you see from variable perspective, so what is variable in Python, guys? So variable is some things we are storing. So for example, I'm just typing here first name, and I'm just typing here, please type your name. So first name is variables, and whatever you are going to be enter your name, it is going to be stored in this variable first name. And basically it is going to be stored in the computer memory, and it is used at the times of running the code. So variable is some things we are storing our data in the computer memory. So whatever you are going to type here, please type your name. So once you type your name, that is going to be stored inside the variable that is called first name. And if you want to print that variables, for example, we can print it, and while printing, we can simply uh, call that variables inside the print. So we have called our variable. See, it is showing here white in dot. We can do Control S. So now it is gone. And then we can come here and we can let me run it. Run Python profiles. It is asking please type your names. If you're typing the Surya, so it is going to print your name. So this is the simple Python code. And this is the variable. So this is how variable is useful in the Python while writing the code. So variable is some things we are storing our data in the computer memory. So once we put your input, it is going to be stored in the variable first name, and then we can print that variable. Okay, for examples, if you want to give another variable, if you want to put like age, uh, and if you want to take input from the user, so for example, you can do here input. See, once I hit input, once I type input, it is automatically showing input part. So whatever extension I have installed it, these are very helpful at the times of writing the code related to error, related to modify, related to writing the code. It is very helpful. So input automatically come, okay, and then we can type here, uh, for examples, please type your age and control S. And if we run this, run Python file, it is going to be, it is asking, please type. First, it is going to print hello, how are you? Because we have already, on our first line, we have already print, we have already, written the code, print hello, how are you? So it is going to be always printed. If you don't want, we can remove that. Then we need to type your name. Please type your name. I have typed Surya. Then it is asking, please type your age. Then I am putting, for example, 23. So it is going to be, uh, but why 23 is not showing, guys? Because in print, we have only print first name. That is only print variable name first name. We forget to print age here. So we need to print here, for example, print, and we can print second variable also, right? Then how it is going to be print your age? It is ask the input from me, but it is not printing because we did not define our age variable in second print, right? So that's it. You can do control S, and again we can run Python for file. We don't worry about, guys. We are going to be learn so many things in details. So we need to type your name, Surya. Then it is asking your age, for example, 23. Now it is printed, Surya 23. So we forget to print our age variable. So first name is variable. So it is going to be a store all the things, whatever you are going to be type here. For example, whatever name you are printing, what your name you are putting while running the code, it is going to be stored in this variable. Whatever age you are going to be put it is going to be stored in the variable age. And we have printed here both the variable first name and age. It is going to be so like this. So this is the variables used in the Python, guys. So don't worry about it. We'll see all the things in our upcoming sessions. And accordingly, we'll see how we can protect and how Python is helpful in cybersecurity. Okay, see, I hope this video is helpful for you and informative for everybody, guys. So if you like this, I will suggest to share in your circle the people who want to look these types of courses, and it will be almost free, guys. I'm going to upload on my channels. So thank you very much, and I hope this video has been informative for everybody. Thank you very much, everybody.